We all know the importance of adding skill trainers to players, such as a double touch, one touch pass, first time shot, etc. Some are more effective than the others, but there are 3 skills that most of you don't add to your players, and these 3 skills are cheat codes that will change your eFootball game. Hey guys, I just got a new controller from GameSir, which is the X5S wireless mobile controller. Is this a sign to finally play eFootball on mobile? Maybe. Well, at least this controller is compatible with 5 different platforms, which are the Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, Android, iOS, and PC as well. And you can connect the controller via Bluetooth, a USB dongle, or USB-C wired. It has a lightweight design and comes with a case, which is perfect for gaming while traveling. The controller extends to a length of 213mm, which not only holds a mobile phone, but also tablets and the Nintendo Switch. Another great feature is that the controller comes with Hall effect sticks to have the most precise and superior anti-stick drift experience. By downloading the GameSir app, you can remap all your buttons to your own preference. And talking about buttons, you can swap the A, B, X, Y buttons physically to have your perfect controller layout. GameSir were kind enough to also send me the additional FX5 thermoelectric cooler, because you know how hot it can be while playing competitive. So do you want to take your game to the next level as well? Make sure to get yourself the GameSir X5S wireless controller, and the link is in the description down below. So let's start off with a skill which I've been adding a lot into my training guides, as some of you or most of you have noticed, and mainly to offensive players, and that is heel trick. The heel trick is a skill move where a player uses their back heel to pass and even to shoot. So why is it underrated? Well, most of the users try to turn their players with a full body movement towards their teammates, which can be slow and predictable, as you can see in this example, where my opponent could have gone for a one-touch pass while using the back heel, but takes a turn, loses momentum, and eventually loses the ball. With the heel trick, you can go for many quick link-up plays without having to think about body positioning, as you can see in this example where I went for 3 back heel passes to keep the momentum and stay ahead of my opponent. It's even useful for defenders to have the heel trick to be able to give accurate passes while under pressure. And this is another example where heel trick could have been useful. I was in a 2v1 situation with my teammate running into the space. I tried to give a pass, but since my Van Basten has no heel trick skill, he went for a pass in a turn, which caused a misplaced pass, so a missed opportunity of course. And what if a player has the one-touch pass but no heel trick? Shouldn't that be enough to still pass it to your teammate without having the heel trick skill? Well, in this example you can see my corner kick routine, which is passing in tight spaces. Although Florian Wirtz, who's having the one-touch pass skill, isn't able to pass it to his teammate while using his back heel, and that's simply because he doesn't have heel trick. So with the heel trick you basically save time, but it also improves the accuracy of your passes using the back heel. It is mainly useful for quick link-up play, passing in tight spaces, and can be used to score while your opponent isn't expecting it. So start giving your players the heel trick. And then we move on to my personal favorite, the outside curler. We all know it's very useful to add outside curler to players that don't have a great weak foot. But even if the player does have a great weak foot usage and accuracy, I would still apply the skill trainer on that player. The reason for that is simply because it's faster to execute an outside curler than when a player performs a normal finesse shot, whether it's with a strong or weak foot. You can see the player having outside curler executing the shot without having to move his body angle, or doesn't need much effort to shoot the ball. If Messi had a great weak foot and no outside curler, he would have turned his body slightly to be able to shoot with his right foot. And the player without having the skill has to turn his body slightly to a certain angle to perform the finesse shot. And because of this longer animation, it gives your opponent the time to make use of manual goalkeeping, and even when it's a millisecond difference, it matters when playing on the highest levels. So when using outside curler, your player doesn't give away much information about the direction you're about to shoot, and that makes you less predictable. And not only for shooting it's that effective, you can play the same mind games when it comes to passing. In this example, I want to give a through pass with Philipp Lahm to Gullit. Most players would expect Lahm to give this through pass with his left foot, since this card and most of his cards have great weak foot usage and accuracy. And if he would pass it with his left foot, the ball would have gone in between Gullit and the opponent's selected defender. A top player or high ranked player would have read this pass and performed matchup or a sliding tackle to intercept the ball. And here comes the advantage of having outside curler. Philipp Lahm gives the through pass with a curler due to his outside curler skill, which goes around the opponent's defender, and it eventually led to a goal. And one more advantage is that the outside curler will overtake the blitz curler in most cases inside the box, and this could prevent a miss like this. So even if your player has great weak foot usage and accuracy, still give him that outside curler skill. And as last but not least, we have another skill trainer most users don't apply to their players. You're probably getting tired of your players losing physical battles, getting pushed away easily, and not getting a single foul. You might think is the game going against you, script or dynamic difficulty might be involved, but no, this is because your players are having a low balance or low physical contact attributes. If that's the case, then make sure to add the skill gamesmanship to your players. Daily game reward Maradona comes with gamesmanship already, and I applied the same gamesmanship skill trainer to Messi. Once your player has gamesmanship, it enables the player to win more fouls when on the ball, as you can see in this example where a small touch led to a free kick. And something even better, it can also win more fouls inside the box that can lead to that much needed penalty, which automatically changes the outcome of the game straight away. So it's basically a cheat code. Okay, so those are the 3 most underrated skill trainers you should definitely start adding to your players. If this video was useful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more eFootball content. I want to thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Peace out.